Hello and welcome to the second episode of the Team Talk podcast. Myself, Ben. We've got Will, Luke, and Jack here. Today we're going to be talking about several different subjects. We're going to be talking about the latest on the Bundesliga in the last week or so. We're going to be talking about the updated Forbes list and the richest people in sports and how they've done this or the other. Then we're going to go into our idols in sport. So that's last, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to talk about our idols.
Yeah, that's last.
And our favourite goals we've seen live. And we're also going to be talking about other sports in general, where we just talk about how they're dealing with the coronavirus and if they're coming back. So let's start off with the Bundesliga. Have you guys been watching? I know Luke hasn't.
I didn't get around to doing it. I had a busy weekend.
Have you guys been watching the Bundesliga?
I've been
watched
some of the games.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Been a lot of goals this weekend, haven't there?
There has been a lot of goals.
Lots of gals.
Have you seen the Bundesliga? Sorry, I missed that. Have you seen the Bayern Munich Dortmund game? What do you think of that?
Yeah.
I did watch a bit of that.
I watched that one. Came in, obviously. Had a behind it.
It was honestly
dominated that, didn't
one of the most end-to-end games of football thing I've ever watched in my life.
I think it would be an up there for like a quality game if there was fans there. If the fans there, it would be incredible.
Well.
Yeah,
it's always one of them games that's going to have a cracking atmosphere no matter what's on the line.
Do you think that Munich's now clinched the title with the win? Or
yeah,
yes, they've got to. How many points are they now?
7 points is a lot.
7.
And there's only like 5 games left.
But like I said, there's a massive relegation battle going on. Not just at the top. So you got not just a battle at the top. You got a massive one at the bottom. With Werder Bremen winning the last 3 games with Bittencourt because
Werder Bremen has sort of turned the season round over the past.
They have.
They
been really good.
They were struggling throughout the season, but since he's come back, they have been playing all right.
I fancy him get out of trouble, to be honest.
I do. I think they'll be all right.
Aren't they like if they win their game in hand, they go out of the relegation?
Do they go into that playoff?
Yeah.
Talk to me about that playoff because isn't it like you play 4 for the Champions League or something?
No, you play someone in the league below. I can't remember how exactly it works.
I think it's third.
You play a game.
Bundesliga 2.
Yeah, as it stands in the Bundesliga 2, they'll be playing Hamburg.
Oh, Hamburg!
Sorry. Of course it is.
It actually is. It actually is.
Hamburg.
Yeah, so like they play them, and then I think it's the winner is in the Bundesliga. So
I don't think I like that rule.
It's a bit of a
because I think you've gone through the graft of like second division, you finish third, and then you have to play someone who's already like in the higher division.
Yeah. The Bundesliga. Imagine being in the Bundesliga, working your ass off to get that, just to get into that league, and then just lose one game back into it. But
yeah.
Anyway,
Paderborn are pretty much down and out, aren't they? They're bottom of the league.
Yeah. They've got a long way to go, I think.
If they might stay up. In the midweek fixtures, Paderborn had a good result, I think.
They drew, I think.
It was a good point now. It was against. I can't remember who it was against, but it was a good point for them. But then obviously,
what happened to them on Sunday?
Hammered.
Got absolutely hammered.
So next week, isn't it? The league starts June 8th, is it?
The league starts next week, is it?
The 11th.
I don't think it's the 11th. Yeah.
Okay, so about a week and a bit. So maybe
isn't it starting with El Clasico?
No, it's Sevilla Betis. Yeah.
But isn't that on the opening week? That's one of the first games, isn't it? El Clasico. I could have sworn blind it's one of the first games. I swear I read it the other day. I might be wrong, but I could have sworn blind I read that it was.
But again, another leagues, you've got the Premier League. Premier League coming back on the 17th. That's all confirmed now with 0 COVID-19 tests in the last bunch of tests, which is very good news. I've also just read apparently the next COVID-19 test apparently very influential because apparently if someone actually gets it, then they have to isolate, which means that they will miss training, which means they won't be able to start on the 17th or the 19th when they actually play. So, like, if a big player gets it, that'll be massive for a team.
Teams have started to train in stadiums as well, haven't they? To kind of
Yeah,
get used.
Liverpool.
I know Brendan Rodgers announced it with us, saying that
Yeah.
he wants the players to train at the King Power to get used to playing without fans, which is a good idea.
Clever that is.
Confirm that Villa are playing on the 17th against Sheffield United, which is an absolute.
It is.
You're gonna get absolutely smashed.
Nah. Honestly, I'll take. Honestly, I'm saying a 1-1 draw.
You need 3 points.
I know there's
really.
no home. I know
you
there's
need
home
3 points.
We do need 3 points, but I don't know. I just can't.
Doesn't really matter being at home though anymore, does it?
I know. I was about to say that there's no real home advantage or away advantage.
Seems like away teams are doing better.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, but and you've also got the big game at the top. You've got Arsenal v Man City, which I guess it doesn't really mean anything for the title. Obviously, the title race. There's no such thing as a title race in the Premier League.
Europe,
but maybe Europe. Yeah, it's quite a big one for Europe.
Yeah.
For Arsenal especially.
Interested to see if they can have a late push.
I don't know the other remaining.
I don't think Arsenal will. I think they'll struggle now.
I
don't know, but I do think Arsenal are going to struggle now.
There's a lot of teams fighting for it. Obviously, Champions League, you've got. Well, I think Liverpool and Man City are basically secured anyway. And you've got Leicester, Chelsea, and then you've got like United, Sheffield United, and then Arsenal as well that are all battling.
Do you guys
Wolves,
think Sheffield United will get a European place, or?
So
I'd like them to get at least Europa League.
I'd love them. I'd love seeing them in Europa League.
I think it'd be absolutely class if next season Champions League you had Liverpool, Man City, Leicester, and Sheffield United. That'd be so good.
That'd be special.
Crazy, wouldn't it?
But honestly, hats off.
Imagine Barcelona down Bramall Lane.
Seems.
Well, like I said, about the relegation battle, not again like at the top with Villa and stuff. What do you guys think about that?
Villa are down. I hate saying it. I'm not just saying this wind you up, but I think they are down.
Very tight.
You've got Bournemouth, you've got Norwich, which pretty much are down.
I think Bournemouth are good enough.
Sheffield United is absolutely massive for Villa. Think about we have McGinn back. I don't know about Wesley or Heaton. I don't know about them. But I know that Sheffield United have had some injuries and they've got back as well, so they're about taking advantage of the break as well.
Yeah.
So that's a massive game. Because if we win that, then we go out the relegation zone. That's
who's the relegation battle at the minute? Who's the relegation battle at the minute? It's Bournemouth, Villa,
Norwich, Southampton,
West Ham.
West Ham. I think that's pretty much it.
I can't see West Ham or Bournemouth being relegated.
I can see Bournemouth. I can see Bournemouth.
Bournemouth are in real trouble. Southampton won't go down. They've been on a mad run of form.
I couldn't deal with West Ham going down.
Really?
Why not?
I could.
They've just signed Bowen and we scored. So if he's out the equation, it's fine.
But anyway,
should
we go into the second topic?
Can do, yeah.
Top paid
so the second topic today is about the Forbes richest athletes, which are, hang on, let me just get them up. So you've got Roger Federer in first.
Yeah, the first ever tennis
Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, first tennis player to ever get number one. So you've got Ronaldo in second, Messi is third, Neymar in fourth, and LeBron James in fifth. And if you want to know the rest, the top eight, you've got Stephen Curry behind LeBron James, Kevin Durant behind Curry, and then you've got Tiger Woods in eighth. So what do you think about that? So what do you think about Federer being number one? I think it's 86 million he's got.
It's interesting to see.
It's interesting to see. He has been about for a while. He's kind of
now?
got like the past couple of years. I think he's like improved on how he's done before.
Yeah, he's like one of the players that just seems to get better and better with age.
Well,
he's 38 now, and he's still top of it.
That showed at Wimbledon, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it's like Novak Djokovic. He just doesn't stop. He just you think there's a decline, and there isn't. Like he'll get injured, and he'll come back straight like he was like in his prime. He's always in his prime. So,
in tennis recently, it's been Nadal. Nadal's been kind of stepping the game.
I feel as though if you're this world class athlete, you're always gonna be. Even if you get an injury, you will eventually get back to how you were before.
What do you think, guys? Thinking about how obviously in the top 5, that 3 of those are footballers, being Ronaldo, Messi, and Neymar.
Neymar's only getting richer, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's the youngest one out of the 3 there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you think that they just deserve it? They deserve.
They're definitely
Messi and Ronaldo, definitely.
Messi and Ronaldo, definitely.
Mhm.
I feel like Neymar's there because, obviously he had what he's mad. I can't even remember. It was like over 200 mil, I think.
I think it was.
Yeah,
it was
I
200.
don't know if you guys know, but I think Ronaldo gets about £1.2 million per Instagram post advertising.
And then you've got to bear in mind
Ridiculous,
as well.
isn't it?
You've got to bear in mind as well that Ronaldo's like the most followed guy on Instagram, and isn't he the most followed guy on Twitter as well?
No, not on Twitter.
He's definitely most followed on Insta.
He's the most followed on Insta, and then he's up there.
If that doesn't confirm him as like he's not just a footballer, he's like a massive celebrity.
He's definitely built up his own brand.
He's definitely
100%.
a public figure, isn't he?
Yeah, and then he's obviously he had his clothing brand as well. He's got his clothing brand as well.
He's got hotels as well in Portugal, hasn't he?
And
It's just because he's come out and said, hasn't he, that after he retires from football, he doesn't want to go to management. He wants to focus on his brand. So I was looking into it, and I actually saw it's very mad. But Roger Federer, out of his 86 million, I think it is. I think about I forgot, not off the top of my head, but I think it was roughly about 60% of that was through endorsement, through his all of his people so like Rolex, massive for him, considering how big of a brand for watches they are and how expensive the brand of Rolex is. They must be giving him at least.
Yeah, but he's built up his own reputation to get that brand on board with him.
Of course.
Yeah.
But like
that's all it is. It's down to, again, it is money. Like, I know it's going a little bit off topic a bit, but I've been watching that Formula One Drive to Survive documentary on Netflix. And one of the main things they spoke about was Esteban Ocon, who one of the drivers, and it was how basically how he came from nothing and made his way into Formula One, but he didn't get his seat renewed, and basically the guy who ran the team said we didn't renew him because the other driver brings in the sponsors. Because if you bring in the sponsors, because that's more money to put into the car. Yeah. If you've got the money behind you, the sponsors, you're guaranteed a seat in Formula One.
Sponsorships are massive in.
Lewis Hamilton could walk into any Formula One team.
Oh yeah,
just based off the name.
He's only obviously at Mercedes now, because I'm presuming that they're giving him the most amount of money. I feel like if Renault is 80 million, he would go straight away. I think, but maybe F1's a bit different because it's like Mercedes is the cars. It basically all depends on, not all depends, but the cars are a massive factor if you're good or not. Because if you look at a prime example, someone like Sebastian Vettel, who literally won everything and every single race with Red Bull, moves to Ferrari and now is completely off his track. He's moved to Ferrari because of the money.
He's not even there anymore. He's leaving there at the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly. He's moved. I don't know if he's obviously not there now, but he's moved to Ferrari. I'm guessing because of the money, because it's a bigger brand than Red Bull. Worse the car, and he's not winning his races, and his name again is out.
It's not that he's not been winning. Like, they've been up there, like Mercedes and Ferrari, the teams that everyone's trying to.
Mercedes and Ferrari are like massive.
But obviously they're the two teams that have got all the money coming in.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of F1, what do you guys think of Silverstone spreading it over 2 races?
Yeah, I've heard.
I literally read there was something this morning saying that 11 races are going to be in Europe or something. Like they're going to hold 11 races.
In Austria, aren't they?
I've actually got the list here. So you've got they're spread out from 8. There's 8 rounds, they're calling it, of from the 3rd of July till the 6th of September, where they're in Austria twice, Hungary, Great Britain twice, Spain, Belgium, and Italy. So they're all in Europe, which again is, I know it's a bit, I don't know, but do you think that having it in Europe's the best place?
I think in America seems to be getting like America, South America way seems to be hitting their sort of like highest numbers at the minute, and whereas Europe is sort of going down.
Yeah,
I
something like Brazil's got like 500,000 cases. Or
like Europe, as it stands, is probably the best place to do it.
Yeah. So do you think, let's switch it back to the Forbes list. Do you think that, because obviously Tiger Woods is on that list, he's in the top 10, again, so, because he gets obviously a lot of money through golf, and again, I'm not saying, and about, again, probably, I'm just presuming that half of that is through his Nike sponsor, because he's a massive one in golf. He's
a massive name again, isn't he?
Tiger Woods, yeah. So do you think that it's the sport that's making them high on the list, or do you think it's their endorsements that's making them high on the list?
I think Tiger is definitely both with Tiger Woods, because he is massive in the sport of golf.
His achievements have made him what he is, isn't it?
If you think about it, like Messi, Ronaldo, they've got their Adidas, their Nike sponsors. It's all the sporting brands. It's not necessarily due to the.
So do you think that he gets more money, that these top 10 get their main money through advertising than the actual playing of football?
Definitely.
And playing of golf, playing of tennis, playing of this or the other.
Then you look at like LeBron James. Look at how massive of a sport the NBA is in America.
Yeah,
how big America is, and then
that's so true.
If you've got LeBron James as the cover of like your main cover star, like you're gonna bring in more money. So.
Especially if you think about in America, it's not massive over here in the UK, but America have like a cult almost to like their shoes. They take massive pride in shoes. They have a massive. It's like a weird thing that they have in America where they have like NBA players especially, so like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, all these type of players. They have their own shoe. Kyrie Irving, for example, is massive.
Air Jordan.
Michael Jordan hasn't played basketball in 30 years, yet he's still making absolute bank through his brand.
Talking about Jordan, I'm currently wearing the PSG shirt that's got the Jordan sponsor on it.
Exactly. And so that's perfect because he's doing collabs with the sport. Yeah. So Air Jordan is doing collabs with football. So and you've got you've got other look at Rolex with Roger Federer. That's not a sporting brand, and yet they're collabing with a sporting person to get their name out there because they know that tennis is the second most played sport in the UK. It's a massive sport. So they've obviously looked for they're looking at sport as a great way to advertise their sponsor.
Yeah,
well, sports are massive in this country, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, should we go on to let's go to the next topic, which is, someone remind me?
Well, we touched on Silverstone.
We did touch on that. The sport. Golf. Let me go to golf.
Got a golf tournament.
Yeah, so they were. I think this happened last week though, but I think I forgot to mention it. They had a massive, if you don't know already, they had a massive tournament with all the Phil Mickelson, Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, all the massive golfing brands and names. For relief of the coronavirus. I think they raised about just under $20 million, which is absolutely amazing.
That's great.
So that's gone towards the coronavirus relief. I think all over the world. I don't think it's just in America. It's all over the world. So that was amazing to see. You have other sports. I don't know what have other sports happened this week. You've had the F1 we've covered. You've had golf.
It's been a bit of a quiet week, really. You've got the FA Cup coming back. That's been confirmed, hasn't it?
Yeah. Quick mention.
And the Championship.
Big.
Championship did have 8. I think it was 8 positive tests on the.
It's not that
on the last
You were.
like, back
Yeah.
to testing.
They're looking at the 20th of June, I think, for that to come back.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. FA Cup's planned for the end of June, isn't it? Because you've got the quarterfinals, and then with the final planned to be on the 1st of August. Am I right in saying?
Yeah, with the championship, who do you think's going down and who do you think's going up?
Oh, massive one. I think.
I
I
think.
think Leeds are up.
Tell me. Well, I think Leeds and West Brom are up. Let's be
Leeds,
real.
Yeah,
yeah,
Leeds
with
and
a very
West Brom.
strong
It's
position.
in my opinion, I would love to see Brentford go up in the playoffs.
Oh
I
yeah.
would. I'd
Brentford
love to see
are up.
Brentford go up. But
We had
I
them in
don't,
the FA Cup, and they played really well.
I don't think they will. I think it'll be someone like, I reckon Fulham.
Fulham are strong.
I don't
Fulham
want to see Fulham in the Prem.
could even be
Just knock
Nottingham
them down.
Forest, to be fair.
I don't mind them. I don't mind Nottingham Forest. Good club.
Yeah, so we can smash them.
But relegation. So remind me, you've got who is it?
Right,
Reading?
I'm just getting up now.
Everyone
So?
who's
So-
literally from Stoke down who could get
So
relegated.
17th down is really
Oh, it's-
between
yeah.
So the bottom three at the minute is Barnsley on 34 points, Luton on 35, and Charlton on 39. And then from 21st to 17th, you've got Hull on 41, Wigan on 41, Middlesbrough on 41, Huddersfield on 42, and then Stoke on 42.
It's very
So-
tight, isn't it?
Okay,
It
so again,
is.
obviously, I wouldn't want to see Stoke go down. In
I
my
don't
opinion,
see Stoke
I don't see him going down.
We're definitely.
I feel like, especially with the players coming back, there's no chance he'll go down. You've got too much quality in the team to go down. Middlesbrough, however, I think it's been managed so poorly this year. You've got Jonathan Woodgate. Isn't he the manager?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't believe he's still got the job. He's been absolutely awful. Imagine
he's a
having.
local lad, though, isn't he?
I know, but imagine having that type of quality of Aston Bolonga. You've got what's his name in goal? Right, is it Randolph in goal?
Yeah.
Randolph,
They've sold him
yeah.
now.
Has he gone? Is it?
So,
Yeah, he went back to West Ham.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that. But yeah, they've the battle at the bottom.
Here's something that I'd like to see Will and Jack, your opinion on. Luton. Obviously,
Nathan Jones.
Jones going back.
I don't like what he said.
Interesting.
I think what he said is
He said,
it's a bit spiteful.
What did he say?
He said he got the job thinking he was just going to go straight into the Prem and all that, thinking, oh, it's going to be easy ride. And then
Stoke's a massive club.
Stoke, a massive club.
but if you think about it, you've got the players to go in the Prem. It says so. So
You've got to look at how many players he signed, though. in that
You've got-
summer.
And you've got to also look at the fact that we have got some of the slowest fullbacks in the league, and he wants to play this diamond formation, which relies on them getting up and down.
yeah. Do you
It's
think
interesting
that?
to see what'll happen, because obviously they've said that everything because he left a bit premature, didn't he? And
Yeah.
I don't
Obviously-
think they'll do as well because like two of the key players for him in that League One campaign, one of them being James Justin, just they're
Absolutely.
no longer at the
Yeah.
they're no longer at the
Fullbacks
club.
were pivotal to them going up.
Yeah.
James Justin.
No
is
longer at the
Look
club.
at Charlton with what is it, the centre mid? What's his name? What's his name?
One of the Charlton players has said
Rangers.
he's not coming back.
Aribo.
Oh, I
he
saw
went to
that.
Rangers. That was it. Atibo, absolute massive
Aribo.
player. Their promotion. Yeah, Aribo. Went a massive player to their promotion from League One to the Championship. Goes and sees Gerrard at Rangers. Like, I just
Charlton
think
have got
that's
a tiny
stupid.
squad as well, haven't they?
Exactly.
I think it's one of their forwards who isn't coming back now.
Yeah. I can't
Um,
remember his name.
He did. I think he scored against Stoke when we last played him.
Everyone
Taylor.
Well, I'll say,
Taylor.
I think it was him.
oh, he's
Lyle
their
Taylor.
McMahon, isn't he, as well?
He's
no,
their
because he doesn't
big
want to
striker.
risk getting injured.
Wow. He's leaving Charlton in
Ah,
trouble then, isn't he?
Quick three. Who do you think are going to go down?
Luton, Wigan,
Barnsley are already down there, aren't they?
Barnsley.
Barnsley are dead and buried.
Luton, Barnsley and Hull.
Oh
Yeah.
Luton, for me, Luton, Barnsley, Hull. Hull haven't won since New Year, I think.
Well, it's on the best players, didn't they?
Because they're so
Well, we
boring.
lost.
Paul
We
just
lost
like
Berwin
that.
Grosicki. I don't think they've actually got a goal scorer in the team anymore.
They
No.
don't.
The best player plays defensive midfielder, and he's like carrying the team on his back at the minute.
Shame, considering they were in the Prem a few seasons ago. But,
Yeah, we're in the FA Cup final not that long ago, really.
Oh
oh yeah,
yeah.
against Arsenal.
All right,
Right,
let's
we're gonna finish off on
we
footballing
finish off
heroes.
footballing hero. Let's start off with Will.
Oh, start
What's
with me, geez.
Hero.
Hero. It is a tough one for me, I must say. It's sort of a tie between two Stoke legends, Ricardo Fuller and John Walters.
Okay, why is that?
And Fuller was just like, he was quality on the pitch, wasn't he?
He was a striker, wasn't
Yeah, he was so pivotal for us going like when we got promoted and then staying in
Great
the Prem
player.
for those first couple of seasons. And then Walters, just because he came in and I think he's got good like characteristics about him. He's just a genuine good guy as well.
Good team
Yeah.
player.
He's a good player having the
he?
dressing
He knows how
room.
to play football, doesn't he? He just gets on and does it, doesn't he?
He gets on, does it? Yeah.
Good footballing
Good
brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danby, do yourself?
Well, when I first started watching football, I'd have to say Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
Just
Why is
for,
that? Just for how
I
good he
mean,
was.
yeah, I mean, goal
He
scoring
scored
midfielder.
the most goals, yeah, from a midfielder.
Yeah, I
Premier
think
League.
so.
In the Prem, yeah, and he's got the most outside the box goals as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Not-
I think
Yeah, in the Prem.
when I first started watching England, I thought he was quality. But then, like with supporting Stoke as well, I'd have to go Robert Huth because I think he epitomises what Stoke were
Only a
about.
Stoke fan would have Robert Huth is there.
I love Robert Huth.
Yeah, he was just a brick wall at the back.
He
And
was.
then
Tim
loaned him to us and kept us up, and then we bought him permanently and won the league.
There you go.
Top player, Robert Huth.
Yeah.
Right, Luke, do you want to go next?
I'm gonna say Andy King. As a Leicester fan,
Cool team at Leicester.
as a Leicester fan, obviously, he was with us when we were down in League One. Now, he's our highest scoring midfield player. He's now won League One, won the Championship, won the Premier League. It's just
How many goals?
It's just-
How many goals he scored?
uh,
It can't be a lot, surely.
no, right. I'll find it. I'll quickly do a bit of research.
Right,
Ben, do you want
He
to tell us
scored a
your?
lot.
Yeah.
He scored a
Go
lot.
tell us
Mine
your
would be-
favourite.
So mine would be obviously John Terry for me. Obviously not on his based on his off the pitch thing. Based on his on the pitch only. But I growing up as a defender, I used to be a goalkeeper, but growing up as a defender, he was like the defender. Him and Rio Ferdinand. When growing up, watching him, Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, that centre back partnership at United. But it's that John Terry that he had everything. He was versatile. He won everything.
Well, he did have pace, but
But I know, but he could.
yeah, he was a good player. He was a very, very good player, obviously.
And obviously, I remember the Champions League slip, his penalty, the other. And obviously now at Villa, which puts like cherry on the cake. To be fair, and obviously he said he wants to work his way up. Hopefully maybe one day becoming the first team manager at Villa. But yeah, I'd love to see that. I think a lot of Villa fans as well would like to see that as well. But, yeah.
So I've just had a quick look. Andy King has played 329 times for Leicester City, scoring 55 goals.
I did not
That's
know
decent
that.
for a
It's
midfield.
good.
Yeah,
For a
Yeah.
midfielder,
yeah, and he's been with us since 2006. Obviously, he's on 4 loan moves now. He's been at Swansea, Derby. He started the season off at Rangers, but came back due to injury, and then he's now at Huddersfield on loan. So, but we think he's going to go at the end of the season. But everyone said that he deserved the testimonial.
Yeah,
He's just
Kind of
absolutely.
only
He
been
scored
at a
some
club
vital
that
goals
long.
for us as well. Yeah.
been over a decade.
Now let's quickly go over the best goals we've seen live. Will,
I don't like going first.
Oh, I don't
Uh,
mind. Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you go, Luke, because I've
I'll
a
go
few
first.
in my
Right.
mind.
So it's not like a goal of beauty, but just for what it meant was Leonardo Ajol versus Norwich at home the season we won the league, the Premier League. Was like such a. I remember me and my mate looking at each other at like the 80th minute saying, "This has just got 0-0 written all over it." It was an absolute dead game. And then like 87th minute or something, ball comes in, Ajol taps it in, and the whole. No, he literally like slid across the floor and just put the ball in. But that it was just the atmosphere was that mad. We actually created an earthquake. It was only like a 0.2
With your
or
clappers.
something. No, it was a proper jumping up and down, celebrating, fans going mental, and that was just when we knew we were like, yeah, we can actually finish this off now. If we're going to get scrappy results like that, we just knew it was meant to be. But yeah, for just the whole atmosphere and what it meant, and then yeah, it was just insane.
All right, Danby.
For quality of goal, I'd have to go for Crouch's volley against Man City.
What a goal!
Yeah, I know that one. Absolute.
He'd have won goal of the season if it wasn't for that Papi Cisse goal at Chelsea.
That season had a lot of that season was just filled with like very, very good goals.
Yeah. I think it was the year City won the league as well, so it makes it a bit more special that he scored it that season.
That is amazing. Wasn't that the one where he chested it and then on his left foot volleyed it in the bottom corner?
Right foot volley, yeah.
Yeah, it was
was our match of the day opening titles for years.
No, yeah, absolute banger. It's right in the edit, to be fair.
Most
Premier League
headers.
Well, obviously, the Crouch one is special. I've sort of got like a top 3.
All right.
The kind of
rules.
I'm switching the rules. I say number 3, not a Stoke goal, but did see it live because it was against Stoke. It was Maynard Figueroa when he scored that free kick from in his own half.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you boys can remember that.
I remember.
He caught Sorensen off his line. I
remember that era of Wigan. I remember Wigan having that El Habsi Figueroa like link up. I remember that. Those Wigan days. Kirkland in goal.
Yeah. Then second, I'd probably go Asaidi last minute against Chelsea.
Don't know that one.
Absolute belter.
YouTube it later, boys.
Yeah, YouTube.
I will.
And then I think my favourite one probably got to be Matty Everington in the semi-final, the FA Cup.
Again, I don't know that one. Sorry.
Did you
got? Sorry, I don't really have a Stoke collection of your goals.
Yeah. I've been to 2 Stoke games and never seen them score.
All right.
You both have witnessed the infamous bread song now, so
yeah. Were you guys there when Begovic scored?
Yeah.
Were you at that game?
Yeah.
That was mad.
One then.
No, because it was
the wind took that in.
The wind took it like
were you at Chelsea away when Charlie Adams scored?
No, I didn't go that one. It was on tally.
It was on tally, yeah. So I didn't fancy tracking down London.
I'm not paying 50 quid go to Stamford Bridge when it's on tally.
Yeah, but was Charlie Adams score from the halfway line?
I didn't know that was going to happen, did I?
You did.
And he slides in the front room for that.
All right, so
go then.
Mine is, I think a lot of Villa fans will back me up on this. Would be John McGinn's volley from the flipping edge of the box. Sheffield Wednesday at home. I think we still lost the game. You know, it was quite...
I don't know that one.
Shock.
I don't know that one.
Oh, shut up, Ellie, you do. But no, seriously, I was literally just above the crossbar, and I just saw it. He hit it on his left foot. And he glided, and it's just smacked the bottom half of the crossbar, smacked the top half of the roof of the net. Oh my god! I've literally
there's a very similar goal to that about 12 years ago scored at Villa.
Oh, shut up.
Anyone who doesn't know, Glenn Whelan made it 2-2. Absolute screamer of a volley.
Legend.
Living in the past, best way to
Ben
live.
Wheaton for us in the semi-finals against West Brom. Anyway, but that was an amazing goal. That it was almost like in slow motion. You can literally see the balls like smacking off the cross. Oh,
They're like the best kind of goals. Like, when they just skim it off the foot and you can just see the ball gliding. That's just...
Because you couldn't see I couldn't see McGinn. I couldn't really see McGinn himself. I could just see the ball like going through the players. Oh my god! I could literally memorize it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's everyone's best goal they've seen live.
And that's pretty much it for this week, isn't it?
Time to end the pod, the second podcast.
Yeah.
I think
on a quick note, we will be doing something different, kind of just filling in rather than having just weekly podcasts. We're thinking of doing sort of like a team of the week type thing.
Yeah, like a short little episode like on the YouTube channel. Just kind of
little series.
Having a look at at the minute, obviously with the Bundesliga, going to look at results and pick out like a team of the week, and obviously we'll carry on with like the league maybe, and then the Premier League when that's back. But that'll be more based on the YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Yeah, the YouTube channel in your guys' bios on Instagram.
Yeah.
It doesn't work properly. Like, I try to do it and you can't.
Just
for me,
copy
but
it.
you can't. I'll have a look after.
We're going to end it today.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And goodbye. We'll see you next week.